guys, it's Frosting, and I'd officially like to welcome you to part 2 of my thoughts on Hazbin Hotel Season 2. Unfortunately, YouTube decided to hate me, and the first one got cut off, so I had to move the song ranking to a whole nother video. This was very annoying, and I was struggling with it the day before uploading it. So, hope you all enjoy it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video.
Song ranking! Yay! I am doing this one a little bit differently than I did in the last season, and I'm using pictures of all of the songs instead of little boxes with the title. So if I blank for a second or take a minute to figure it out, that's fine. I made this like 2 weeks ago, so who knows. First thing is first, though, I want to go ahead and knock it out of the way because it's like an in-between season song. Alistair's recap song. It doesn't really count as a season 2 song, and it doesn't really count as a season 1 song either because it takes place after season 1 but before season 2. So, and it's not even on Spotify. How dare they? Sam Haft, Andrew, whatever your last name is, Viv, whoever the fuck is listening to this, if that's even possible, put that song on Spotify before I smite you. It's such a good song, and it's so silly, and I wish I could listen to it more, but I can't, because it's not on Spotify, and I don't have YouTube Premium or whatever shit, so listening to music on YouTube is a nightmare. So, put it on Spotify. But, because of the fact that it is silly, there are songs I like more, though, so we're going to slap that right into A tier. I think my favorite part of that song is probably the part where he's like, Husk and Angel had a heart at heart. Did anyone really like that part? He's very silly. Alright. Next up, let's just kind of grab one at random here. Boop. Gravity! S. Do I even need to explain myself? This is an S tier song. Immediately. There's no other, reason to explain it. One, it's an amazing karaoke song. I've sang it a ton since after the season came out, and I absolutely love singing it. It's a little high-pitched for me in some areas, but it's a lot of fun to sing. And Lute is very threatening, yet she did nothing, and I find the irony of that hilarious. She keeps threatening that a storm's coming, quote-unquote, but she doesn't actually do anything in the season. And then when she tries to, she gets, shut down by Abel immediately. I think if the season was, 1 episode longer and just had, a single episode about, her plotting to come down here and Abel trying to, convince her not to, and, a more, confrontation with her and Sarah, maybe. But she talks a lot, but doesn't do much. But that song is amazing, and I like the fact that Adam came back for, 2 seconds, because I like Adam. Alright, next up we have... Oh, this is When I Think About the Future, because of the fact that I used this photo of them, because I already had the photo from that song. Yeah, I had the photo from this song from earlier in the slideshow whenever I had, my little slide about the fact that they need their own song. I just kind of used the same screenshot. When I Think About the Future is a good song in general, but it's definitely not my favorite one. I don't, go listen to this all the time. So, because of that, I'm gonna put it in B tier, just because I don't listen to it a lot. But I do really like it, and I do like that every character in the song, every character in the show that's important this season got a little snippet of the song that they got to sing, which I find cool. Even Lucifer got his little part, and I love Lucifer. And he's so silly. He's like, how'd I get stuck in this box? Yeah, alright. Speaking of other songs, I can see a couple, but I don't know which one to grab. Hold on, we're just gonna grab you. What are you? Sarah's Confession. This is a very underrated song. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. I've seen a lot of people talk about Don't You Forget. I've seen a lot of people talk about Clean It Up. I've seen a lot of people talk about Vox Populi and Gravity, but not enough people talk about this song, and it's really, really fucking good. I don't think it's an S tier song, though, just because, again, I don't listen to it that much, so, I don't really know the words to it that well. I don't listen to it as often as I should, just because like I forget about it sometimes. But it is a very good song, and I love the Speaker of God. And when I was kind of like re-watching it, kind of when I watched Danny Mata react to it, I found it really funny how he called her drag queen Hootie from the Owl House. I don't know why. That's the first thing I think of now when I think of the Speaker of God, just because, I don't know, he's silly. Definitely an A tier song, though. Underrated, but it's not my favorite. Speaking of favorite songs, though, let's go ahead and just shove this thing in S tier. Love in a Bottle. Wait, hold on. Is that photo is so blurry. I'm so sorry. I got like a lot of these screenshots on my school computer because I had to make this during school because I didn't really have enough time. But I kind of just like pulled up the music videos on my Chromebook and was just watching it, and like I took screenshots when I felt like it was necessary. So that one I got off Google, and it was very blurry because my school hates me apparently, and it's very, very difficult to find Hazbin stuff for YouTube videos when half of it's blocked. You type in Hazbin Hotel on a school issued computer, and like every single image but like two are blocked, and I find that very funny. So, Love in a Bottle S tier though. I love Keith David. I think I've talked about how much I like Keith David in the last one, but he's just a really cool actor, and the fact that he got another song and that it was sort of a solo song makes me very happy. And he needs to sing more. If he could sing the whole season, I'd be happy with that because he's amazing. Are there really not that many songs in this season? Damn. Alright, next up, we're just going to move some stuff around so I can see what all we have. We'll do this one. Oh, no, they're just under stuff. Alright. Everyone will like you, because no one here is like you. This one. Again, it's very, very underrated. I definitely don't think about it a lot, except for when I'm, like, thinking about Serpentious, and, like, I feel bad for him. And this song is, like, my main instance of that. But if you take the Serpentious trauma out of it, I'd like to go to heaven. It sounds nice. The unicorns, the pangolins, the year-round Christmas movies. I'm in love with you, Santa Claus. 5 stars, and no one here is addicted to crack. I think it's a good song, and I should go listen to it more. Boop. I'm gonna put it. No, hold on. I don't like it nearly as much as I do Sarah's Confession, so I'm gonna put it in B tier just for that. But it is still a really good song. It's just not my favorite out of, like, I like the stuff in A tier better than that song, so we're gonna put it in B. What else do we have here? Am I missing songs, or are they just under stuff? I guess we'll see in a minute. If I'm missing songs, we'll improvise and I'll figure it out. But first up, we have Once We Get Up There. Singing them is more fun than saying them. First of all, this screenshot that I have of Vox playing the piano is very funny to me. And I love how these two are looking at him like, okay. I'm not even gonna explain myself. That's just immediately going in S tier. No other words, just S, immediately. I like Vox, I like Velvet, I like Valentino. Not in that order, but I do like them. And the fact that they have a cute little song together makes me happy. So, S tier for you. Next up we have this one. I think I'm missing songs. I'm missing a lot of songs, actually. Hold on. We're going to pull up the soundtrack because I'm missing songs. This is going to irritate me. Well, this video's going great, isn't it, chat? Alright, let's see. I do have Has Been Guarantee. I have Once We Get Up There. I have Like You. I have Sarah's Confession. I have Gravity. I'm missing my screenshot for Piss. So we're just going to scroll back up here to where I have the ships. And we're just going to copy this one into down here. There, we'll get that one. So I have that song back. I don't have Speed Run to Redemption on here. I have Don't You Forget. I don't have the Don't You Forget reprise. I don't have Clean It Up. I don't have Bad With Us. I don't have Vox Populi. Alright, I will go through here and add the ones I don't have as soon as I finish this one, because I know which ones I don't have, and I'm gonna have to like stop the video, get the screenshots, and then go do this again. But there they are. So with the ones I have on here, because I'm missing some, Easy is definitely an A tier song. I don't like it as much as I do the stuff in S tier, but it is very catchy and it gets stuck in my head super easily. So A tier for you. Don't You Forget, however, that is an S tier song. I listen to that one all the time. So you are going to go right up there. Alright, sorry about that, chat. I'm also going to see if I can extend this that way, because I need more room. There we go. Sorry, I had to, like, crop this a ton when I started the video. I cropped out the E tier also, but there it is. Alright, Hazbin Guarantee. I'm sorry, but I'm putting it in its C tier. I like Vox's half of the song for most of it, and I like Charlie's parts in the song a little bit, but parts of it are very cringe, especially the get the fuck out of my building thing. It's funny when you're watching the show and you're like, oh, haha, Vox is being silly again, and there's a song that goes with it. Wow, I love this show. And it's definitely a good, like, opening to the show, like, hey guys, we're back. But I don't want to listen to it on my own all the time, except for the rare occasion when it gets stuck in my head over and over and over again and I can't get it out unless I listen to it 14 gajillion times. Because that happens with pretty much every song on this season at least once. Except for maybe Sarah's Confession. I get like tired of it after a couple listens, and then I have to wait a couple days to listen to it again. Alright, Piss. I don't have room in the S tier anymore, so no, not what I meant to do. Okay, we're extending this over, because I don't have room in the S tier anymore, so it's getting cut off, but it's up there in S tier now. Alright, now I'm missing screenshots of certain songs, so I'm gonna go get those, shove them back in here, and I will be right back. Alright, I am back, and I have my other screenshots that I was missing now. I don't know why they didn't get uploaded the first time, but I found them, and I have them, so we are back, and continuing with the song ranking. Alright, first up, because it's on the top, Voxdel or Day, whatever that's called, that one, where he's basically threatening heaven. It's very, very short, and it's definitely not, like, a favorite of mine. So for that, I think I'm going to put it in C tier. Just because, like, it feels like it's a weird, like, continuation of Vox Populi, but they just made it a separate song. And I don't even know how to pronounce the title, so it gets lower points for that. Speaking of Vox, Brighter, S tier. I don't have any more room in S tier, which is going to irritate me. So we're just going to stick that right up there. Hold on. We're going to stick it, like, in between those so that we can still see Gravity and Love in a Bottle. You just can't see them as well because Vox is there. Alrighty, Losing Streak is also an S tier song, but once again, I have no room for it. So we're just going to stick that right in here as well, making do with the room that I have. As Losing Streak is definitely an S tier song. There's no doubt about it. It's amazing. I love Angel. I forgot to mention this about Brighter, but Human Vox. Ho ho ho! Wow, that's a good looking man right there. I also really like the heterochromia touch that he has, but not part of it. Brighter's definitely just a good S tier song in general, and it's also fun for karaoke. Losing Streak is one of my favorite karaoke songs of all time now. It is a ton of fun to sing, and I am very glad that it exists, and I would like to thank Blake Roman for singing that song, because, wow, he has a very pretty singing voice. And Drag Angel is pretty, and I was not expecting that this season. One of those jobs is being a woman. It's a good Angel line. Alright, next up, Vox Populi. Hail Vox Populi, the people's voice. I don't have room in S tier anymore. So, by default, I'm gonna need to put it either way over there on the end or a little lower on the list. No, wait, I think I might have room somewhere. If I squeeze it in right here and make Rosie, there we go. Yay, it fits. I've never run out of room in an S tier before. That's saying something, because usually my rankings are pretty spread out or everything's super low. I don't have like a shit ton of S tier songs where I have to make some of them way smaller to get them to fit. But there they are. S tier song, like I was saying earlier, I enjoy that song a lot because it has Lucifer in it and he's my favorite. And I like Vox in general. So he got a little bit too many songs this season, but I do still enjoy a good like 90% of them. Alright, next up we have Live to Live. Finally, a song that isn't an S tier. I do really enjoy this song, but it's not very memorable, and I had to go scroll through the soundtrack and re-listen to a couple seconds of it to remember what this song was, because my brain blanked. It does that a lot. But it just wasn't very memorable, and I didn't like remember it. And I was like, oh yeah, that's that song. And then I had to go Google it, and it took forever to find a screenshot, because most of the screenshots I found were just of Sarah and not like with them both in it. Although I do like the part where Serpent just like refers back to It Starts With Sorry, which is really cute. Yeah. Alright, that goes there. Hear My Hope. I'm gonna put this in A. It's just an A tier song. It's definitely not like my favorite song out of them all, but I like it more than the stuff I have in A tier, and Abel gets a part in it, and I don't listen to Fall Out Boy that much, but there are a couple songs that I like, and I was like, hey, I know you. So I do like Abel. Alright, so there's that. That goes there. Speed Run to Redemption. This is the only song in the season that I like less than Hazbin Guarantee. Because Hazbin Guarantee, at least it serves a good purpose as being an introduction song. And like I was saying earlier, it was funny when you watch the show, right? Speed Run to Redemption, the whole time I was both watching it and listening to it, I'm just like, ugh, Charlie, sit down. Let somebody else sing that song. In theory, the concept is a good song. I just don't like it that much. Especially since, like, you can see Charlie, like, mildly crashing out while she's singing it. And, like, good for you, Charlie, but I just don't like it that much. So that is probably going to be my only D tier song. Speaking of songs, well, no shit, this is a song ranking. We have the Don't You Forget Reprise. I'm putting this in A just because I like it a little less than Don't You Forget and lower on my list than everything else in S tier. But it is still a really good song, and I listen to it a lot, and I like the very end. Yeah. I think, so I'll keep your smug ass alive to show you I'm not a loser. Do you ever shut up? Don't you forget, you ain't won yet. That's a really good part of the song, and I find it very entertaining. So, A tier. And again, like I was saying earlier, with the whole, like, radio static thing, and having the one-sided toxic yaoi is very funny to me. So, the fact that they get more songs about that on top of Stayed Gone and anything else they have makes me very happy, and it's very entertaining. Alright, next up we have Clean It Up. I like it less than everything in S tier, but I like it more than everything in A tier. So by default, and because I'm out of room, I'm going to put it in A tier and just deal with it, because I don't really have anywhere else to put it. I love Nifty, as we can tell. She's number 3 on my character ranking. We love Nifty. We love the anime art style, and the fact that I don't know, like, I don't remember what the lyrics are, but whenever she's singing in Japanese, I like how she says that she still believes in Charlie's dream, and that, like, she thinks she can do it, and that redemption's possible and whatnot. And I'm like, aw, Nifty, you're adorable. So that song gets an A tier. And then Charlie at the end is very funny. And she's just like, And that's why the hotel is good, right? Yay! And I'm like, oh, Charlie needs a hug. And Nifty deserves, like, a lot for doing that song, and I like it. Alright, is that the last one? That is the last one. Alright, very last song on the list here is Bad With Us. I think I'm gonna put it in B. I think I like it more than the stuff that I have in the lower tiers, but I don't like it nearly as much as the stuff I have in A tier. And, if you ignore Vox and his racism, it's a very funny song. However, that one part's kind of iffy, so I put it lower. And then, I am not, like, able to say a lot on that because of the fact that I am white. However, I will say playing the maracas isn't racist, I don't think. It's everything else on top of it that made it worse. You know, if you just had maracas and chose to play them as a part of the song, fine. Do with that what you will. I'd like to play a maraca. That sounds fun, right? I think it's the added the cha-cha-cha bit and, like, kind of, like, mocking Camilla with the Spanish thing and, like, the little hat and I don't know what it's called, but the hat and the, like, is it a poncho? Is the little, like, scarf thing that he's wearing a poncho? I don't know what it's called. That, adding those two and attempting Spanish is a little racist. I mean, not, from what I've seen, it's not that bad compared to how he could be, right? Like, he's not on, like, a Hitler level of racism or anything, but he still has it. So because of that, the song gets ranked lower. And again, if it was just the maracas, it would be fine. You know what I mean? Maracas are just silly instruments in general, and cha-cha-cha itself isn't racist. Anybody can put cha-cha-cha in a song, and it'd be great, right? It's just the rest of it made it worse. So, Vox gets lower, especially since he's also just racist in general. Like, the one part in the show where he's like, I don't understand your island language, Val, and he's like, I'm from fucking Florida! Yeah, that. He's just, good line from Val, but he's just, so that part makes it lower. And the fact that I like everything else more. But yeah, that is my completed song ranking of Hazbin Hotel Season 2. Let's re-go through it since I've had a little bit of an intervention in between. Intervention? Nope. It's not intervention either. What is... intermission. There it is. I can talk today. Alright, in S tier, we have Gravity, Brighter, Love in a Bottle, Losing Streak, Once We Get Up There, Vox Populi, Don't You Forget, and Piss. In A tier, we have Alistair's recap song, Sarah's Confession, Easy, Hear My Hope, Don't You Forget, Reprise, and Clean It Up. Hold on, is it reprise or reprise? I have no idea. My southern accent just came out. Sorry about that, guys. Alright, in B tier, we have When I Think About the Future, Like You, Live to Live, and Bad With Us. In C tier, we have Has Been Guarantee. Excuse me, I wasn't done with that. Has Been Guarantee and Vox Stell or Die or however you say that. And in D tier, we have Speedrun to Redemption. So, I hope that all of you liked my song ranking and my ships and my character ranking and overall enjoyed this video in general. And if you did enjoy this video and you haven't seen anything else that I've made on the channel, you should go back and find the Hazbin Hotel Season 1 video as well as my song rankings for both seasons of Hell of a Boss. I didn't make a full-fledged, like, talking about it Hell of a Boss thing, and I know I probably should, but I have the song rankings out, and they're both very interesting. And I have a character ranking of Hell of a Boss, too, because I decided to separate everything, because there was too much to comply into one season. And then, of course, when Season 3 finishes, I'll make a song ranking for that one as well, and possibly an updated character ranking if it changes or if we get new people. But that is everything for now. I have at least 2 more videos planned out after this, and I hope that you all enjoy those as well when they come out. And I also have a poll up on my channel right now of what one of the next videos you'd like to see is, and so far, I think I know which one I'm doing, because I gave it a week since I posted it, and I think I know which one I'm going to be making next, but all of those in that poll will be made eventually, just not all at the same time. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all in the next video, and I hope that you have a good day, night, or whatever time it is that you're watching this, and overall, just have a good day. Goodbye, everybody.